What's up, you guys? Sharpness Prime here doing another movie review. Last night, the lovely Charlita 1 and I went to go see The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I liked the movie. I'm going to start this review off talking non-spoilers, and then we're going to move on to the spoiler sections. Thanks for the feedback, you guys. Appreciate the feedback. I read all the comments and everything, so glad you guys liked that. Now, we saw it last night at 12:01 at the Daly City Theater. And no 3D, just 2D. Decided not to go with 3D this time. And a pretty good experience, except for there's this chick to the left of me that had her cell phone on, like, throughout the movie. Like, she was, like, checking her cell phone hella bad. And it was on a dim setting. It wasn't on the full, brightness, but it was, like, still distracting as hell. And I'm a sucker for looking at my cell phone all the time. I'm on this thing constantly, so I understand the need to see who replied or who wrote to what. But damn it, you paid money, or your boyfriend paid money for you to go see a movie. Put the phone away! Put it away, man! You're driving me crazy! So eventually I had to say something. I'm like, hey, can you put your phone away? And then she was Asian chick, with a super short skirt, getting us and everything. And I was like, whoa! And then she put her phone away, and that was it. But yeah, she looked all startled as hell or whatever. But I was like, man, get your boyfriend to do something. I swear to God, I've spent $50 on this movie, man. That's what it costs to see a movie now. $50 for the 2 tickets and all the popcorn and candy and shit. $50. That's what I end up spending to see a movie. I'll be damned if it's gonna get interrupted by this little twat's cell phone thing. Alright, that's the end of my rant. Now let's talk about the movie. Like I said, I liked the movie. If you liked the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I think you'll like this one too. I think it went in line with it pretty well. This takes place 10 winters into the future, which for those of us that are actually from the San Francisco Bay Area, there would be no way to tell what a winter is at all, because it will be bright and sunny as hell on Christmas Day over here, and rainy and dreary and drippy and everything outside in the middle of summer, like it is right now. So 10 winters, that could be like 1 year, really, in the Bay Area. And another thing that's kind of funny is seeing consistencies and inconsistencies throughout the movie. Like, I swear I'd seen a strip club I'd been to, but the sign was just all covered in foliage and everything. So that was really cool, seeing San Francisco again in the movies. This is the second time, I think. Yeah. But I have to say, though, if you've seen the original Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes movie, that one and Rise of the Planet of the Apes are the only 2 Planet of the Apes movies I've seen. I still think the original one is the best movie. So I recommend you go back and try to watch the original Planet of the Apes movie. It's a really good movie. Like, it's my favorite movie from the 60s, anyway, from that era of time. Really, really good. I like how in this movie they did bring a little bit more of that music back, a lot of percussive, tribal kind of sounding music. You hear a lot of homages to that in this. I thought now, one thing they did with this movie, which I really liked a lot, is the apes to human ratio was perfect. I thought it was great. I thought they did a great job giving us a lot of ape. Unlike the Transformers movie, where it was more human, really, or it felt like it was too much human. This one, there wasn't that much human in it, and I thought it was great. And when the humans are involved, it's all just to support the ape story. So I thought that was great. But one thing, and similar kind of feeling I had is with this movie than the first one, is there's something about seeing these apes, these CGI apes that have more human characteristics than usual, that kind of make me laugh a little bit. Like, and I don't really know how to describe it other than, like, for instance, I have a younger brother, alright? Now, my brother, he'll do some things that will make me laugh, that are comedic to me. He could be, going to deliver a tuxedo, and that just would make me laugh, because the way he hopped over the curb or the way he ran over it, but I'm the only one that will find it funny. Nobody else is laughing but me, because it's my little brother doing the simple ass shit that anybody else would do, but I'm laughing at him for no reason. And I feel like the same kind of effect with the ape, with the apes, because it's like, okay, apes are our cousins and or we're closely related to the apes and everything, and then here, I don't know, there's just something about it that there's some parts where I'm just like, okay, like, this isn't a big spoiler, but there's, Caesar has a wife, alright? threw it out there. Not a big spoiler, but Caesar has a wife, and it's the ape queen, you know, and she's got her tiara on. I can't help it. And then there's the ape surgeons or the ape doctors with their masks. Oh, look at the ape with the mask. He's a little cute monkey. He's a cute ape. I know they're not monkeys, alright, but you know. So I thought it was, that part kind of takes me out of the movie a little bit. But I thought the story went along very well. I thought it was strong. I liked the commentary, the social commentary. That's what Planet of the Apes really is about, is us taking a look at ourselves with just a different light. Talking with my hands a little more than usual this video, I think. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, good movie. Now the spoilers. Is that really enough? Oh no, I wanted to say don't bother sticking around to the end of the movie. There's no after the credits thing, so you can leave once the movie's done. I thought the movie wrapped up pretty well. I thought it built up to some really good action towards the end of it. I thought it was a very well written movie. Like I said, I like the social commentary in it. I like the role that the humans played. There's basically a protagonist and an antagonist on both sides, on the apes and the humans. So that was pretty cool. A couple of unanswered questions, but like for instance, we still don't really know how the terrain is very desert-like. So, but you kind of, yeah, I guess you could put pieces together, but you'd be digging. So we don't really get any clues towards that, and we don't get any clues towards how the human race is, you know, become more feeble-minded and more creature-like as opposed to, you know, really self-aware. So there's those two things that I felt like weren't totally answered. But overall, I thought it was a great movie. Well, I'm not gonna say great. I really liked the movie. I'm like teetering between good and great here on this one. Okay, now to the spoiler section, which, you know, I think I already gave a couple spoilers away. I kind of suck at that, but that wasn't that bad, I think. Really? No, I don't think so. Alright, so we have Gary Oldman in this movie, and not Matthew McConaughey. Those are basically the two humans that are running the show. I thought Gary Oldman's performance was very well done, even though it kind of got the feeling like it was kind of like stock Gary Oldman footage. In a way, does that make any kind of sense at all? But, and because the movie is weighed more heavily towards the ape side of things, I felt like his character could have been developed a little bit more. I really like what he did, though. I felt like he didn't give anything. I'm a Gary Oldman fan, by the way, just gotta say. I love everything that he does, really. The guy's an amazing actor. So I felt like he delivered everything that he was supposed to do, but the story just wasn't... we didn't get enough of his side of the story where I kind of wanted to, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just because I really like Gary Oldman, but yeah. And then the not Matthew McConaughey character, I forgot that actor's name, but he's not Matthew McConaughey. He was a very good protagonist, whereas you know, Gary Oldman was the antagonist. He was the human that wanted to fight and destroy and kill the apes, whereas you know, not Matthew wanted to, you know, work in peace. And then same thing on the ape side, Caesar is the one wanting peace and everything, him being the leader, and Koba only knows the hatred of humans, as we'd seen in the first, or the Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie. So you have that conflict right there. I thought it was kind of weird that, you know, Koba was such a good shot, you know, with the automatic. I thought that was kind of funny, but, you know, the apes learn how to use the guns very fast. I thought that was kind of a trip, especially because it's like they just go into the human stockpile and have all these weapons, and like they just know where the safeties are, know how to reload and all that stuff. Like, really? Like, I don't know. Usually, I mean, I'm not a gun guy, but usually when weapons are stored or when the guns are stored, the safeties are on. I think. I don't know. And usually unloaded too. I don't know. Unless it's wartime, I guess you're going to have everything loaded and safeties off. So I guess that makes sense too. And then, but I really liked in the other human characters. Oh, they had a little shout out to Black Hole. I have that book. Damn it, I wish I grabbed it to show off that I have the same book as Maurice. But yeah, there's that Black Hole, that indie comic that was in the movie. I thought that was kind of a trip. Maurice, the character of Maurice, I thought was really cool. I really like the apes. I really like the community of the apes. I thought that was pretty badass. Caesar gets very vicious, and it's really basically Caesar, or not Caesar, I mean Koba gets very vicious. Caesar's just trying to hold on to the ideology that they are better than the humans, that they will not kill other apes. Ape, not kill ape. That's the other thing, is the ape speaking. I think they did a good job, because it takes place 10 years into the future. We don't see a whole lot of they're not speaking to each other right away. We see that develop throughout the movie. They slowly creep in with more ape speak, which I think is really good. You know, I thought it was good that we just start the movie and they're just talking to each other in English perfectly fine right away. I like that built up, you know, so I thought that was cool, because all we really heard Caesar say was, "No!" Now we hear him say, "Go!" which was awesome. And then, so they try to terrorize everything, and so I lost my train of thought already. But, yeah, I think I was talking about, damn it, I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Not enough coffee this morning. But, yeah, the apes themselves and the community that they have, like I said, damn it, Koba gets pretty vicious, and he's the one who starts the uprising. He assassinates Caesar, and then everybody revolts, and he blames it on the humans, and then all the apes, you know, follow him. But Caesar ends up living. Everybody ends up living. Everybody who gets shot ends up living. Like the one guy who shot Ash, the ape Ash. Poor Ash, man. That poor ape. He got shot down, and then later on, Koba throws him off in City Hall, which is where lovely Charlene and I are. Lovely Charlene 1 and I are going to get married at City Hall, so that was kind of neat seeing that. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, he gets thrown off the balcony. That was pretty sad. So, I liked the movie. I'm not going to ramble too much on, but more over here. But I really liked the movie. I recommend you see it, especially if you liked The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Go see this one. You'll enjoy it. No James Franco in this movie. We do get like the footage that they show in the trailer of him in the camcorder. That's all you see of James Franco. And that's explained in the movie because there's like an ape-like Aryan flu that's gone around and wiped out almost all the humans. So that's why we have no James Franco. They didn't specifically say it, but you assume because everybody's lost somebody close to them. This is the apocalypse, right? That, you know, that he just didn't make it and he passed away. And we have some cool scenes of Caesar, you know, watching that video and him being home and everything. And Caesar's definitely, like, in his 50s. He's an aged ape and everything. So I thought that was very cool. I liked Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I really liked Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I can't necessarily say one is much better than the other, but I really like them both. Still, the original one and I like a lot more. But this is cool. You're seeing some answers, you know, get explained over here, and it's getting developed, and I can't wait till part 3. So, yeah, man, that's another thing I wanted to talk about really quick. Sorry, is as far as the social commentary goes. Okay, then I'll shut up, right? I promise. Is that I really like that the way they're going about this really makes me think. For instance, like with the original Planet of the Apes, it's like we have the outcome already, right? Like apes rule the world and they rule the humans and everything. But, you know, with this Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, you really see that there's actually a struggle between the apes, between Koba and Caesar, you know, between the apes over ruling the humans or not. And I thought that was great because in history, we just know the outcome of things, or for the most part, we just look at the way things came out, the way things finished. Like people say, like history is written by those who win wars. And that's very, very true because for the most part, we don't have time to care. Everybody's too busy. I'm busy, you're busy, everybody's too busy to really take the step further to really dig in and see how stuff really happened. And I thought that was kind of a neat little touch on that we see that, you know, it was actually a lot more complex than we really knew in the first place. So I thought that's pretty cool. Another kind of social commentary on us humans. Anyway, I hope you guys like my movie review. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll have an action figure review on the Marvel Universe Infinite Series Ares up later today. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.